In this video, we'll be discussing about the Black Paper. In this Black Paper, the Congress describes and highlights all of the economic, political and social injustice that have occurred in India as a result of BJP's administration from 2014 to 2024. Whatever I say in this video is completely based on facts presented in Black Paper and it's not a personal opinion. Firstly, beginning with the economic injustice, there are 5 points under this. Number 1, rampant unemployment. The BJP government had promised 2 crore employment every year.
मेरे नौजवानों, क्या मेरिट के आधार पर नौकरी मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? आपकी ताकत के हिसाब से आपको काम मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं मिलना चाहिए? Our aim is to create jobs for more than 1 billion young hands.
However, the Congress claims that BJP has not met this commitment. Unemployment rate has increased from 1 crore in 2012 to 4 crore by 2022. Under the UPA government, 75 lakhs jobs were produced each year in 2004 and 2005. But however, this number cut to 29 lakhs in 2014. The young unemployment rate rose from 6% in 2011 to 15% in 2022. This has virtually doubled and almost 33% of graduates and postgraduates remain unemployed. This means that 1 out of every 3 people who graduate remains unemployed. The Congress also accuses the BJP of reversing the structural revolution of the economy. This implies many individuals from the IT sector are returning back to the farming industry. Number 2, economic blunders. Under this, the Congress government highlights the demonetization. This was implemented by the BJP government to make India a cashless society and eliminate black money. But as we all know, neither of the promises were fulfilled.
हमारे यहाँ कदम देश में भ्रष्टाचार, काला धन एवं जाली नोट के खिलाफ हम जो लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं, इससे ताकत मिलने वाली है।
सारे मिलके हमको पागल बना रहे हैं।
And over 100 people died waiting in line to change the banknote. And lately, the BJP administration removed 2000 rupee note, demonstrating that they are well aware that the 2000 rupee note did not make any difference in bringing out the dirty money. Number 3, distressed farmers. In this, the BJP had promised to assist the farmers in doubling their income, but this was not being fulfilled. And the suicide rates increased in the year 2022. Only in 2022, 5,200 farmers and 6,000 agricultural laborers committed suicide. Number 4, workers abandoned. Merchandise exports increased fourfold from $77 billion in 2004 to $323 billion in 2014. During 2014 to 2022, they barely increased 1.5 times, that is $454 billion. As you all know, less production for global markets results in fewer jobs. Number 5, Modani Raj. The Black Paper also accuses the BJP for using electoral bonds for benefiting the ruling party, which essentially allows the companies to make significant donations, which are absolutely anonymous. They also blame the BJP washing machine.
पेश है नई और अत्याधुनिक सभी स्कैम्स को धोने वाली बीजेपी वॉशिंग मशीन। क्या आप पर ईडी सीबीआई कार्यवाही कर रही है? डोंट वरी, बीजेपी वॉशिंग मशीन यूज करो और अपने पुराने दाग धब्बे धो डालो।
This indicates that if any minister is accused by the ED or CBI and once if he joins the BJP party, all the cases would be immediately dropped or the inquiry will be halted.
कि मोदी जी अडानी से आपका क्या रिश्ता है?
आज उन्होंने बीजेपी ज्वाइन कर ली है।
मतलब आप पूरे कन्विक्शन के साथ कह रहे हैं कि आप बीजेपी में कभी नहीं जाएंगे?
बिल्कुल 100%, बिल्कुल आपके कैमरे में देख के भी बोलता हूँ।
हिपोक्रेसी की भी सीमा होती है।
The second injustice is social injustice. Number 1, SC/STs and OBCs have been betrayed. The BJP has been accused for not conducting the caste census to count OBCs. The Black Paper claims that UPA conducted socio-economic and caste census, but the data was being withheld, and the BJP government has refused to commit a new socio-economic and caste census. Number 2, injustice to women. In 2022, India had registered 31,500 rape cases. While there were so many rape cases, the conviction rate was only 27.4%. The administration is also criticized for sanctioning the early release of Bilkis Bano rapists and murderers, and the cover-up of the Hathras case. And on top of all these, the BJP did not reply when the wrestlers protested, claiming that BJP MP Brij Bhushan Singh sexually abused female wrestlers.
गंगा में मेडल बहाने से ब्रिजभूषण सिंह को फांसी नहीं मिलेगी। ये इमोशनल ड्रामा।
Number 3, social harmony. There are several aspects in this, but the one that we believe the BJP has completely disregarded is the Manipur's issue. Literally, Manipur was burning and it's still in a poor condition, but the Prime Minister has made no mention about it. According to the experts, the government is responsible for the instability in Manipur.
मणिपुर में आग लगी हुई है, प्रधानमंत्री को कुछ लेना देना नहीं.
And in the night, Manipur is burning for months now.
Lastly, political injustice. Number 1, institutions subverted. In this, the government has been accused for misusing the investigative agency because the number of investigations are increased by 5 times and 95% of it is always against the opposition.
The BJP government wants to destroy the democracy in this country.
अगर CBI अपना काम करती, ED अपना काम करती तो ये नहीं होता. तो उनको ये भी सोचना चाहिए कि किसी ना किसी दिन बीजेपी की सरकार बदलेगी.
अमित शाह
क्योंकि उसके पास ED है. ED is his weapon. CBI उनके पास ही है. Income tax उनके पास.
Pretty much anybody who goes to the BJP goes there because of a particular type of pressure. Pressure from the CBI, pressure from the ED, pressure from cases.
Number 2, national security is compromised. The opposition believes that the Modi government for 4 years has been using the DDLJ strategy. This means deny, distract, lie and justify. According to the black paper, DDLJ is a step-by-step process. Firstly, the BJP government denies that some problem has happened and then they distract you from the problem by using the media. Once they have done this, they start lying about the problem and lastly they start justifying.
सारे मिलके हमको पागल बना रहे हैं.
The DDLJ strategy was used to conceal the India's biggest territorial setback in 60 years. Chinese troops continue to deny the Indian patrols access to the key Depsang Plains, Demchok and other eastern regions of Ladakh. Even after the 18 rounds of military talk, China still continues to deny us the access to 2000 square kilometers. Government sources have revealed how Indian troops have lost access to 26 out of 65 patrolling points. And the Modi government has agreed to buffer zones in which India cedes further territory. With this, they also hold the government accountable for their failure in stopping the Pulwama attack that killed 40 CRPF soldiers. And also, the BJP government used the illegal Israeli Pegasus spyware which targeted the politicians, 40 Indian journalists and academicians.
As I said earlier, I assume my phone is tapped. I can probably say hello to Mr. Modi right now if you want. Hello.
The opposition also claims that the BJP bought Pegasus as a part of $2 billion arms deal with Israel in 2017. Therefore, the opposition says that this is a direct violation of democracy and the spyware is used to spy on the opposition leaders. Before we end this video, we have one question and one suggestion to the current government. Firstly, starting with the suggestion, do not disregard Ladakh as you did with Manipur. And our question is, why are atheists not included in the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019? Do consider our voice. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys require the same information in Kannada or Tamil, do check out the channels given in description. This is Samuel Phillips signing off.